Welcome to the 8 Billion Project, where we're on a mission to make an impact by discovering and sharing the purpose of every person on this planet. I'm your host, Liza Florida. Enjoy today's episode. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the 8 Billion Podcast. I am your host, Liza Florida, and today we continue Season 5D. Our special guest today, she has a BSc, an MSc, PhD in System Dynamics, a national 3-year scholarship, 2 tech startup awards, and more than 20 years in communication and managing a multi-million-dollar projects. She had to face a struggle in her life to truly find herself, to find her goal and purpose in life. And now she offers the first experiential emotional intelligence online leadership program in the world. She helps you identify what you do that doesn't serve you and helps you identify how you need to behave to get the results you want. Please, everyone, help me welcome Miss Lia Zorzou to the 8 Billion Podcast. How are you, Lia?
Hi. Thank you so much for this introduction, Liz. I'm honored to be here today.
And I'm truly honored as the host of 8 Billion because Lia is our first guest from Greece. So everyone that's going to be tuning in from Greece, welcome, welcome, welcome. Lia is the first one on 8 Billion podcast to be from Greece. So the honor is all mine.
Thank you so much.
Now, Lia, okay, for many people, Lia actually, her and I had a talk before we did a pre-podcast so that she could share her story. And I was completely impressed, for myself to hear the journey that she had gone through and to really create this online leadership program. So I'd love for Lia to actually share a little bit of your story first that kind of led you up to where you are today.
Yes, thank you so much. 8 years ago, I was running my technological startup. I was in my marriage, happily married. I had a 3-year-old son, and I was living my dream. I had just gotten into entrepreneurship. I was trained to become an entrepreneur from the States, actually. I had joined the Founder Institute, one of the biggest accelerators in the world. And I had my pilot, I had my team, and I was talking to investors, actually. So I was really in cloud 9. And suddenly, my sister, who was 22 months younger, recently divorced with 2 young kids, was diagnosed with a very rare disease. Something very rare. Only 3 people in Europe had it until then. Okay. Wow. So immediately, my reaction to this news was to stop caring for my family. I stopped going, running my startup, and I was with her for 3 months doing research at nights because I come from the academia. I know how to do research. So I was researching the best institutes and the best doctors all around the world to support her. I was with her at her doctor appointments. And sometimes I would take her test results and I would go to see more doctors on my own. Because at some point she said, I don't want to see anyone else. So after 3 months, my sister had a team of doctors and a plan to deal with her disease. And I was left depressed at home. I couldn't take care of my son. My relationship with my husband was very shaky. And I had lost all my passion. And, when I started my technological startup, I was awarded for my passion. I was driven, very passionate. I would give talks. So I had lost everything. And it was the first time in my life at 40 years of age that I said, I don't like this life. This is not me. I don't like this. I want more. I need help. This was the first time in my life after 4 decades that I said, I need help outside of my friends and family. And this is when my personal journey started. I joined a group of women who were facing similar challenges. And I found out that since the day we are born, we are given roles, specific roles to serve our parents. So even the roles are chosen without actually our parents realizing it, okay, subconsciously. But these roles are different. So in my family, I had the role of the perfect child, the one who will run to help others without being asked to do so, the one who would never ask for help, and she would, I had scholars, I had won scholarships, I had my PhD for my PhD in the UK. Everything, I was doing everything on my own. I had traveled around the world with my partner. So I had done a lot of things on my own, okay? And my sister, on the other hand, was regarded as the person who would always need help. She couldn't do anything on her own, and she would always need help from us. And she was regarded, and this was not true, as a weak person. But this is not true. Okay, we are all born with the same capabilities, and we can become, presidents of the United States. We can. The sky is not the limit. Actually.
Right. I was just saying that to you, Lia, before we started recording. The sky is not the limit, you guys. We're here to show you that.
And these were the roles that we were given, and we followed these roles because in that system, in that family, when you are young, in order to survive, this is the only truth that you know, to operate within your role. But after 4 decades, me being 42 years of age, I remember that night that my mentor said, Lia, now you understand why you behaved like this, that you ran to save your sister and you put your sister top on your priority list. Now you understand why, this is what I had learned to do. Now you can choose who you want to become, how you want to behave, what you really want from life. And one of the things that shocked me then was that in my family, I was regarded like the black sheep, the one who would always do what she really wants to do on her own. On the other hand, I was following my role, even within, the black sheep characteristic that everyone else had given me. So I was shocked to realize that although I thought I was following what I wanted, I wasn't. And I had done big things in my life. Yeah. Okay. So when my mentor said that, the first thing that I thought was, I'm doing this. I'm saving myself. I'm saving my life. I'm doing this work and I'm getting freed. It was like all the lights came on in the room, turned on. The second thought that I had was, when I do that, I'm going to help others.
Right.
It was, both thoughts came that afternoon. And because I could see all around me, people trying to fulfill other people's expectations. Okay. Mm-hmm. So they were chasing the amazing career, but they didn't want it. They were chasing, higher paid jobs, but they were running away from money. They couldn't even discuss about money. So this journey started for me, and I'm smiling here, and I'm so happy right now. This work first and foremost helped me to be a sister to my sister for the last 2 years of her life. I wasn't her savior. I was her sister. I was just there to listen to her and to understand her. I stopped giving advice. I stopped running to, researching online. I stopped suggesting things to her. And I think she felt it. And I'm glad that we had these 2 years. At the same time, I'm so sorry and I'm so sad that so many years had passed within our roles and we couldn't have a true relationship.
Yeah.
So this was the first benefit. The second is that I am free, I'm happy, I'm earning a lot of money, and I didn't before. I had degrees, I had experience. And why? Because I had limited beliefs, okay? And I was following what my dad used to say, or how he was dealing with money. or he was dealing with sales. I couldn't sell myself or my service before. So now I can help people all around the world to get freed from all the roles that they carry. And the feedback that I get is incredible. Last night, I had a client who emailed me to say, thank you for making me be in a position to be happy. Okay, and I'm the happiest I have ever been. Things like this, I don't need anything else.
Right. And that's when you get everything.
Yes.
Yeah. I know the teachings are so, the universal laws are so, they seem so crazy to grasp, but once you stress test it and it actually works, but you have to go through that process of trusting it and really implementing it for you to really see it.
And this is something that I'm trying, one of the benefits that my clients get in the leadership program is, to follow their dreams and to make a lot of money with ease, not working a lot of hours. Until they do though, they struggle and they say, I'm doing everything that you have told me, but nothing happens. And what really misses is the deep belief in them that they can do it.
Yes.
And
I fully agree because Lia, I've been down that road. It's like, I know I have to believe. And you're like, I'm saying that I do, but it's really something so minute inside you internally. And once that clicks, it's game over.
Yes.
Right?
But everything becomes easy.
Everything becomes easy. But what you're there to do is you're there to coach them through all that difficult, challenging part until the light goes off.
Yes. Yeah. And to support them and to actually shine light to areas that are afraid to deal with. I'm not teaching, I'm asking questions.
Correct.
And with the right questions and the way that the group works and the program works, they get the help they need to see it themselves.
Absolutely. So you're the facilitator asking the questions.
Yes. I'm creating the environment. Okay. I know I set the limits. I set the guidelines, and I'm there to facilitate. And then magic happens because they start discussing, they start role playing. And, when you put different roles in an exercise, you play the role.
Yes.
When you take the hat, the role, and, you have to see your life, what you do. This is where the deep realizations happen. Because they can see the difference between what they believe they do and what they truly do. So they believe they behave in a specific way, but actually they may behave in a totally different way. And behavior is what actually drives our results. So how we behave is critical.
Wow, that's okay, Lia. Since you covered so much, I mean, this has been amazing. And why I really wanted to share your story was because of what you've been doing. You have been completely breaking. You have the first experiential emotional intelligence online program, leadership program. How did you put that together?
I had, as I told you, I had entrepreneurship training. Okay. Then I did the work on me, on the experiential work. So I was the client for 3.5 years. And I saw how it worked. And then I said, this is gold.
Right.
This is what I will use, the mechanism of the system. This is what fascinates me. And because one-to-one sessions cannot go that deep, cannot do this kind of work. Okay. So the group has deep transformations. And when I did that, I got trained for 2.5 years. I got trained on how to use this system. Okay. And then I combined, because I love entrepreneurship, I love entrepreneurs, and my network was among other business owners. And I said, I'm going to help people who have run their businesses for, 20 years, 25, and they are not happy.
Yeah.
Okay. So these people are older than 50 or older than 45 years of age. And now they have reached the point where they say, you know what, I need help. I cannot do it on my own, because if they could, they would have done it until now. Okay.
Right.
And the program was imagined and was designed based on my personal experience and the results that the clients want to get. Okay, to follow their passions, to connect to their emotions, to speak their mind, to make fast decisions. Everything that I had gained and my life changed, I created, I put into the program. How to sell yourself and how to realize how you relate towards money. So
yes.
I designed everything using experiential exercises, and I created a program, a long program, a 12-month program.
So that's minimum. They have to be in the program for 12 months. Okay.
Yes, this is it.
And it's a group setting.
It is a group setting, but it's not automatically generated, and it has no more than 18 people in the group. Okay.
Crazy, Lia, how you put this together.
Yes, I choose, because when someone joins my program, I spend the first month doing one-to-one sessions for 1 hour per week, and I help them with their biggest challenge. For example, someone may join and say, I want to multiply my business revenue by 5 times, 10 times. So I'm working with them straight away. Okay. In this first month, they get to know me and how I work, and I get to know them a bit deeper. Okay. Then I hand choose the right group for them. Okay, to join people with similar challenges that they can and similar difficulties, so they can work well together.
Yes.
Okay. And then they start working in a group setting.
Yeah.
And we have 3 hours every week. They have 24/7 access to me. And I have
24/7.
Yes. They can pick up the phone in WhatsApp and they have access to me. Okay.
And Lia, you're okay with that? Because I know there's a lot of coaches right now that are getting so bombarded with time scheduling that they're even just kind of scheduling maybe certain days and times per week. But that is amazing.
I'm not booked. People don't call me. I call them. Because one of the most, and I wanted to come back to that, one of the hardest thing a person who joins my program finds difficult to do is to ask for help. So they work with me, they join my program, and then they have difficulties and they will not give me a ring straight away. Maybe 3 or 4 months may pass to find the courage to call me.
But they're highly. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
This is in our conditioning. Okay. The person who joins is, as I was before, the excellent student. I'm running to serve everyone else. I don't ask for help. So it is a big step for them to join the program. And within the program, sometimes they will say, I don't want to bother you. They say, I'm here for you, And I will call them. Call them.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Just to conclude, I will call them because I have been in their shoes. So I know the phase that they're passing, and I know that they need them. I feel them. And because we all connect to our emotions and we connect deeply, the bond that we create is very strong from the beginning. They tell me things that they haven't told anyone.
That's really interesting. So, Lia, and that's why I wanted to ask you these questions, because in most cases, especially here amongst the coaching groups and masterminds that are here, everyone is, from the beginning, they always participate because everyone's all like, I want to get the most money for money.
I will tell you about that.
Yeah. So when you have these clients they're I'm assuming they're very highly successful, but they want to take their business to another level, or are they also switching careers? So,
Okay, both. Okay.
Both. Okay.
These are the two different groups of clients I get.
Okay.
I get the ones who are say, okay, I may stay in this career, but actually as soon as they join the program, they get the support from me and they stop and they follow their passion, because one of my discovery call is called the dream setting call, and I help them dream for an hour. This is how we start. Okay. So I have these kind of people, and I have the people who they are very good at what they do. They have won awards. Okay. But they don't have the money. Money come and go. Okay. So they haven't reached the life and the success in their business that they believe that they can have.
Got it. Okay.
And as soon as they join, they can have, they can, for example, they wouldn't pick up the phone to call previous clients to ask if they need their services again, okay? Because they're afraid that they will be regarded as beggars, things like that. So I work with them, to get rid of these beliefs and to deeply feel that if they don't call, they cannot help them. Okay.
Okay.
For me, selling equals helping, and helping equals selling. So in order for someone to be helped by anyone, they need to buy our products and our services. I am live every day on social media. I know that I give a lot of value, and I'm certain that if someone doesn't join my program, I cannot deeply help them. And something else, because I said that it is a 12-month program. We work every week for many hours. They have access to me. I have 100% attendance rate. No one misses a session. I had people join from campsites or driving on top of mountains to get signal, Wi-Fi signal or 4G, to join the room. Okay, because they see the result.
This is what I want to tell the audience. And Lia is a perfect example of this. When she healed her wounds and her limiting beliefs, she became so certain and clear that she created a program. And now this is what I'm saying though, is she has unlimited amounts of abundance in wealth. She's teaching it to other people, and they are on board that they don't want to miss a class. It's the same thing that even happened to me, even just in this podcast, Lia. At first, in the first seasons, I was like, okay, I would accommodate anyone's time. By the time I got to season 5D, it was like, this is my schedule, and everyone filled in. Because they wanted to be a part of it. When you're so certain, and that's what Lee and I were talking about, it's that belief system. Once that clicks, it's game over, because you can almost will anything and will anything into your life, as long as you know you're capable of doing it.
Yeah, and exactly as you said, I totally agree. The belief is the core. When I started, people told me, you will not have clients. This is not going to be a success. You will fail. No one offers a year program. And initially, I wanted to create a 2-year program. And I think soon this program will become a 2-year program, because clients need more time. Okay.
Yeah.
To get rid of beliefs. If you have following roles and beliefs for 45 years.
Yes, I agree.
Time.
I agree. It took me about 2 to 3 years for me.
So everyone told me, and I wanted to raise that, everyone told me, you will fail. Don't do that. I followed what I knew would work and what I knew my clients needed. I didn't have clients in the beginning. Okay, all of us need to start from some, but I was so certain that this is what they need, that no one actually questioned it. The people who joined the program. And something else, at the moment, this program is sold £50,000, 50. Okay, I don't have CEOs joining.
It's just you.
What do you mean?
Yeah. What did you mean CEOs? Like
CEOs? I mean, I don't have really rich people joining.
Oh, okay, got
my
it.
Clients, My clients are not really, big and rich. My
And
clients are
they're paying
single,
50,000 pounds.
I will tell you, single mothers with 4 kids, people who decided that they are not going to invest in anything else until they invest in themselves.
Yes, I agree.
Okay. People who actually borrowed money to join the program, overnight. Someone called me the next day and they said, Lia, I'm joining the program. I said, what happened since last night? Because we're talking and I was helping her. And I said, I got the money, I'm joining. The determination of people when they are ready to change their lives is profound. For me, I have goosebumps now describing this. Okay?
It is, isn't it? It's beyond. I want to let the audience know this is exactly why I did this season and why I have these guests, because I want you to know it almost seems profound, miraculous. It seems like magical. Like you can't make any logical sense out of what people do or the abundance that flows in. Yeah.
I had a client who actually who knew me. Okay, I do free workshops, a lot of free workshops, and he had joined, and he told me, I really want to join your program, and I knew him well, so I said, okay, are you sure? He said yes, and I said, when? I said, today. I want to find the money today, and I told him what to do. Okay. And in half an hour, he called me and he was screaming and he was saying, my accountant just called me to say that I have double the amount that I need to join the program now. And, I was like, okay, this is the first time that someone gets the benefits before they join the program.
Oh my goodness.
But I build relationships with people. Okay. I connect truly. I only talk about my program to people who I believe they can get all the benefits.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm very cautious with the people that I will offer this program. That's why I don't have 1,000 people, because this is not this kind of programs. Okay.
Yes.
So I deeply know them and I build relationships with them, so I can really help them when there is a need. And this is what happened in that case. I knew him, he had opened his heart, and I knew what his biggest challenge was, so I could help him, and I did.
Wow. And so your program now it's full, right? Because the last time we spoke, your program is full. And then on top of that, I just want to let the guests know. I mean, her program was 50,000 pounds currently, but Lia has plans of raising it. And I know she's going to get it. She is absolutely going to get it.
Yes, because I am trained every single day. The program becomes better every single day. And I am the best version of myself every single day. Okay. So I'm working with the best in the world. And I have been working with myself for 8 years now, non-stop, and I will not stop. So what I'm offering, and this is feedback and testimonials that I get from people who actually have graduated from the program, is that I give more than I promise. So I promise a lot and I give more. This is what people say.
And I just wanted to let Lia, it's true, because you think about this right now, especially in the United States, by the time you're out of college, easy 200,000 in loan in college debt. If the audience, I'm letting you guys know, if there's anything you want to invest in, it's yourself. And here I am putting in front of you a whole season of amazing coaches, people that have gifts like Lia and are able to identify. Because that's what I'm saying is these people, especially on my podcast this season, they've really done the work. They really know who they are. They're able to have the gift to identify who they can help and who they can't help. And the abundance is, the sky is not the limit. It's true.
Yes. And I work exactly as you. I can say exactly the same, that when we had the first interview, we connected. So I only work and support people that I truly connect with.
Yes.
You know, I can connect my mission, and they can understand that I come from a place of love towards myself first.
Absolutely.
And then towards all others. And I'm here to give. And because I help my clients with this way, and I share my failures, I share my mistakes, I share my wins, they get all this abundance as well. They learn how to operate to support more and more people.
Yeah, it's very true though, Leah. I mean, and to the audience, Leah was even saying, because I did pre-podcast interviews for all of the season, and Leah was like, I don't give pre-podcast interviews. So it was incredible, the connections that I made with so many people, especially this season. They were telling me, Lisa, I don't put in for any podcasts and all this kind of stuff. I was like, they were really meant to be on this. We're really meant to create a mission together and help each other. So then we could, so we could in turn help humanity.
Yes,
So,
yes. That's true.
And it's always anchored, first and foremost, it's always anchored in love, self-love first.
Yes.
Because it's only when you love yourself first could you expand and extend it to others in the capacity where it can truly help heal humanity and grow.
Yeah, you need to have an overflow. You need to be full so much that there is an overflow that you can give.
That you can
because
give.
when you give and you take from you, this is not true giving.
Right.
This is I'm offering in order to feel worthy.
Yes, absolutely.
And this is what really matters in my line of work a lot, to help my clients see that they're not there to run and save others. They are there to be there, to listen and understand others, but first and foremost to listen, love, and unconditionally accept themselves.
Yeah.
So I'm saying that I'm running, the first emotional intelligence incubator, which is experiential, because everything I do is based on emotions.
Yeah.
All my work, I may ask my clients, how do you feel, 100 times per day. This is the main question, whatever they tell me. What do you want and how do you feel? And what we really want is very hard to find.
Yeah, it's very true.
And it is powerful. If you don't truly say what you really want,
you're not going to get
don't expect to happen.
Don't expect to have it.
Yes.
Right.
So yeah, asking for help is important, and waiting to be asked to help. Okay, because when we wait to be asked, the other person has taken full responsibility of their lives. They can identify that they need help and they ask for it. When we run to save others and to help others without being asked, we offer what we believe they need and not what they actually need.
Yeah.
And we do that. We create the person who is getting the help has feelings of, becomes angry and really depressed. They can be really, really emotions of, they can feel emotions of angriness, and they can become furious really, because the message they get is that they cannot deal with life on their own.
Yeah.
Okay, so my message tonight, one of the main messages I would like to share is ask for help and don't run to give help unless someone asks you to do so.
Wow. That's a very powerful message, because when you actually said that earlier, just a few minutes ago, right? You're saying when you give of yourself or you offer your help, you have to always remember where it comes from. Does it come from a place of you wanting to be accepted, right? Because that was me for my whole life until it's like I I discovered for myself that I had such a lack of self-love and lack of boundaries. When I learned to create the boundaries, my whole entire universe and my life turned around, because what I willed inside of myself now became true outside. So people respected my boundaries. They respected my time. I knew what I could give. And when I gave from a place where it came from overflow, or I could without taking from myself. So
That's true.
it's really important. Yeah.
Yeah, and that, and for me it was exactly the same story. Really, I thought it was selfish to take care of myself.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't dare. I wouldn't say, actually, I would buy things for myself and I would hide them. I wouldn't say that they were new clothes, for example, because I had grown up to believe that it is selfish to take care of ourselves and to buy nice things for ourselves.
Yeah.
So I would feel guilty. But now, no.
Right? That's what we're saying, Leah. We are living in a new earth, a new world of love and abundance. If we love ourselves, we can love other people. Then we give them the permission to live in abundance, to have the things that they want. You
That's
know?
true.
Yeah, it's very true. Now, let me ask you, Leah. We've covered so much. The big mission of this, and I know that's why you're here today, to support even 8 billion, and I'm there to support your mission, is anchored in love. In all of your life experiences, if this was to be a time capsule, and in the future generations are here and look back at this video, what is one thing or a few things that you'd like to say to them, to the future generation, if they look back on this?
I love this question. I really love it. What I would say, first and foremost, you can do whatever you put your heart to. This is it. This is the biggest thing. Dare to imagine it and you will make it your reality. Okay? You need to believe it. Don't spend any energy on what other people say. Other people carry their own beliefs and limitations and their own journey. So actually 2 days ago, I was being interviewed for, in a group, and they told me, other people do this and that. I said, who cares? Who cares what other people do? You have a mission. You know how to serve your clients. Do it. Okay. So I would say, dare to dream without restrictions, without limitations. And I can guarantee you, if you don't stop trying, you will get there and you will get the success. Believe in you, the second thing. And the third and the biggest thing, I think, is love yourself. Get to know yourself.
Yeah.
Spend some time on your own. Okay. So many people are afraid to do things on their own. So I would say I spend 3 hours every day on my own. I exercise, I walk, I take care of myself. These are 3 hours for me, not for my family, not for my business. Okay. And this is important. Ask yourself, is this that you have exactly what you want? Do you really like what you have? Because we need to give permission to ourselves to stop things that we don't love and we don't enjoy.
Right.
We need to connect to our true selves. Feelings are there to be felt. I grew up hearing from my dad. My dad used to say, don't cry, don't be sad. And I would like to say, cry and be sad, because it's the only way to be happy. If you don't feel sadness and grief, you cannot feel happiness and joy. And remember, all feelings are in a feast. If you open the feast, you will feel them all. And this is the only way to grow. There isn't any other way. You need to grow, and you need to spend, to invest in you, to grow as a human being, to understand yourself and unconditionally love yourself before you ask anyone else to love you.
Absolutely.
I think this is it from me.
No, I was going to tell you, I knew you were on it. I mean, like, I knew you were just speaking from source, and I didn't want to disturb you because yeah, that is beautiful. In the audience, you in the last few minutes, you got a taste of what it was like to get coaching from Lia, and that's her committed to her life work. And it's true. Everything stems from emotions. It's all the things we were never taught in school. We were taught to even, in fact, kind of mask it.
Yes.
But it's only in feeling it can you release it. You know, it's only in feeling it would you know what the polar opposite is, right?
I say that you cannot die from it.
Yes.
Don't be afraid to feel it. You cannot die. If you don't, you may.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you block it, you feel bloated and you feel that you cannot breathe sometimes. It's because you stop it. So you don't accept your truth. If someone asks you what's wrong with you and you say I'm fine, and you are really angry or upset, you just block it, and this doesn't do any good to you.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah, and I would like to conclude by saying that in order to build true relationships with others, and if we run businesses, if we have families, if we have friends, we need true relationships to be accepted exactly as we are. In order to do these kind of relationships, you need to have a true and honest relationship with you.
Yeah.
So when my clients ask things or say, oh, this guy did that or the other, I say, don't look at what they do. All arrows should look inside. In my program, you are the center. The person is the center. And as they change, their life changes.
Absolutely. It's amazing. Thank you, Lia, for your wisdom and for your love, most especially. It's been such an absolute pleasure to have you here on 8 billion. It's been an honor, and most especially being my first guest from Greece. So like I said, if anyone's tuning in from Greece, thank you so much for all the love and support. And anyone outside, especially from my audience, please, Lia, if there is anyone that is interested in your work to learn more or to get a hold of you, what is the best way to get a hold of you?
Yeah, my full name is Lia Zorzou, Liazorzou, and you can find me on social media. And I have a free Facebook group, Intelligent Leaders, Entrepreneurs who build thriving businesses, who talk a lot about self-awareness and how to lead with increased self-awareness and love.
No, absolutely. It is everything, you guys. This is the new world, the new earth, right? It's conscious living. It's conscious living anchored in love. We are changing the way we are going to be living as human beings. And Lia, thank you so much for your contribution and all of that. I know that this is only just the start of your amazing mission.
Thank you so much. I'm so honored and proud to be here, and good luck to 8 billion and to you. Thank you so much, Liza.
Thank you so much. So thank you also to the audience who tuning in to this week's episode with Lia Zorzou from Greece. We will catch you on the next episode of the 8 Billion Podcast. Thank you for listening to today's episode of the 8 Billion Podcast. If it's moved you in any way, please share your thoughts or give us a review on Apple, Spotify, or YouTube. To listen to more episodes, go to 8billionpodcast.com, or to learn more about our mission, go to 8billionproject.com.